What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you tune into the channel and check out the content. And with that being said, man, I want to play the interview of this guy, VJ Edgecombe, right? He had an interview recently with a young lady from, I think she with ESPN, like Janae Ngumagay, right? And so basically, she was interviewing him, and they were talking about the the situation where he found out LeBron James was, he was coming to Philly, right? And the whole time I'm watching this interview, I'm thinking that this guy, to me, he just looks very uncomfortable. Just imagine if you were in his shoes. The rookie campaign that he had with Philadelphia um, was really good. He put up some really good numbers and enough. He had enough success to where as though he should really be excited about what's going on, as far as his career and the direction that he's moving his career, right? And before all this LeBron James stuff came up and they talk about LeBron James moving from team to team, he's probably looking at, okay, now I want to build on my success. I want to capitalize on my success and continue to grow from here, right? But when you hear about LeBron James coming to your team, and then also the impact of LeBron James on teams. I'm sure that he's heard, and so how that's going to affect him. Now, in this interview, he said all the right things, publicly, but I gotta think that privately, man, him and his agent and the people around him are really probably uncomfortable about this situation and feeling unsure about his future. Like I said, because of LeBron James, right? And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play the interview, and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna give some more of my input.
ESPN. Let's dive into this new team. Were you a part of the LeBron pitch at all?
See, I don't know. I ain't know LeBron. Like, I love LeBron. Don't get me wrong. I just never I met him. Obviously, we played against each other. Obviously, that's who I looked up to when it comes to basketball and stuff like that. That's one of the reasons why I started playing ball when he was in Miami. But I ain't know him. But I keep calling Tyrese, and I was like, "Are we getting Bron? Are we getting Bron?" And Tyrese is like, "Bro, I don't know. I don't think so." But he knew the whole time, but he ain't want to tell me. That's what I feel.
So look, he said that he was calling, like, why this, right? The fact that he's continuously calling Tyrese Maxey, right? And Tyrese Maxey is a clutch. He's a clutch manages him, right? So he works with clutch too. So now he continues to call Tyrese Maxey and wondered why, if LeBron James is coming there, is coming to Philly. And Tyrese Maxey is telling him, I don't know. Which maybe Tyrese Maxey knew, or maybe he didn't. But the thing is, it just shows that he was really concerned and worried about, LeBron James being on his team. And like I said, publicly, he's going to say all the right things, and he's going to act like he was, he's excited and he's looking forward to LeBron James being, on a team. When I know, and I'm sure LeBron James know that he can't be excited for LeBron James coming to the team, because he knows that LeBron James is someone who is he's just a polarizing figure, right? And he comes into locker rooms and he just takes control of the locker room and basically takes control of the team. And you don't, as a young player in the NBA, you don't know how that's going to affect you, right? LeBron James, even though his career is winding down, he still has a lot of leverage and a lot of control. I think they said like 6 players or 6 people affiliated with this team with Clutch Sports, Clutch Management, and including the head coach. He's represented by Clutch, right? So this guy right here, this guy right here, VJ, has to be very he got to be very strategic about what he say and how he move, and then he got to hope that he can just weather this storm. It's a this right here really can be a career killer if LeBron James, if they allow LeBron James to just run amok on this team, because I don't see LeBron James coming to this team wanting to be the third or fourth option, and then on top of that, even if LeBron James is the third option, then that makes this kid VJ the fourth option. So now he's thinking about, okay, now where am I going to get my shots? Are they going to draw up any plays for me? And and so that's something to be concerned about. Like I said, he's going to have to be able to weather the storm. He's going to be, crash the boards, put back, easy putbacks, fast break. Because LeBron James not getting out and running the court. He might cherry pick, but even then, you're talking about a guy that's 40 something years old, right? So I think there'll be some opportunities for him, and he's gonna have to, like I said in previous videos, he's gonna have to find other ways to stand out. Because at least I think he'll get a lot of time as far as being a starter, but I think he's going to have to find other ways to stand out, because his role and his impact on the team is definitely going to change. And just listening to him, he don't really sound all that confident about it, and so if you get a chance to watch this interview with him and I think her name was Shanae Ungumige, right, from ESPN, he just looks a lot unsure and very cautious optimism, I would say.
That's what I feel. I might be wrong.
But something so serious, you got to keep it.
Exactly.
Keep it close.
Because you don't want to jinx it also.
Correct.
Brown could have been like, never mind, I'm going to go, somewhere else. But Reese ain't told me.
Are you mad at him for not telling you? Or you forgive him?
I forgive him because he did a really good job in pitching. So
clearly,
I forgive him.
Clearly. Where were you when you heard the news?
I was on the court mid-workout. So I'm literally working out. Coach, his Apple Watch keep going off and off and off. He's like, damn, what's happening? And then, yeah. He's like, yeah, we just got Bryant. I'm like, you're lying. Equipment guys came out, medical guy came out. We just got Bryant. So I stopped working out, went to my phone. I seen Shams tweeted we got bronze. I'm like, oh, okay. So I finished my workout, and then I went back to
real hooper. Finished the workout. Didn't get distracted from one of the biggest news that ever happened.
Exactly. Had to
see, and so even you could tell from his reaction. He said he stopped his workout. He didn't say, "Oh man, I was excited." This is, this will put us over the top or anything like that, right? He was like, "Oh, okay, yeah." So he know that he is going to have his work cut out for him. He's got to, like I said, he's going to have to find different ways to score and different ways to be effective and different ways to create, like put himself in a situation where as though he brings value to the team. Because LeBron James is just, he's somebody who's a polarizing figure, and he's going to basically suck all the air and all the attention out of the room when it comes to, this team. But, looking at the season that he had last year, I think he'll be able to do it. He's a very athletic ball player. So you got Edgecombe, Maxey, and you got Brown, right? And those guys are athletic and can get to the basket. So on fast breaks, I think you'll see him getting some opportunities. LeBron James is really not going to be filling the lane like that. And I would think in the half court, if I'm Edgecombe, like I said, crash the boards, and there'll be opportunities for him to crash the board because the other guy, Joel Embiid, is not really a big rebounder. Like if the ball don't come directly to him, then he is not going. He not chasing down rebounds. On the weak side, and they're coming off on different sides of the rim, and then Joel Embiid. So he's going to have to be that player, which I think he can be. So yeah, man, this situation for him. I think if Austin Reeves can survive LeBron James, I think he can too. Not to say that he's better than Austin Reeves, but I think that he's a defender. You know, he's a decent defender, so that'll help him at one end. That's what I would do. I would strap up on the defensive end, increase my value at that end, and then on the offensive end, man, I just get as many putbacks as I can, fast break opportunities, play defense. Try to turn people over. He's gonna have to weather this LeBron James storm if he want to have a decent or a great. If he want his career to continue, man, he's gonna have to weather this storm. So that's my take on it. Make sure to like and subscribe. Also, don't forget to leave a comment. And with that being said, man, I'm gonna check y'all out in the next video. Peace.